In this video I'm going to show you how to put your shoulder rest on the violin, how you make the setup of your shoulder rest, the height, its angles, the rotation, coming up. Hello everyone, welcome back to Violin Lesson Online. This is a free online violin school for absolute beginners as well as for advanced players. If you're looking for free violin lessons, this is the right place for you. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell notification icon. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Visit my website so you won't miss anything. Please let me know your opinions, thoughts, questions. Simply use the comment section below. In this video I'm going to show you how you put a traditional shoulder rest like this one on a violin. You have a bigger part and a smaller part. The first thing you need to learn is that the bigger part, meaning this one, is going to go to the chin rest side, which means we have to put the shoulder rest like this. Take your shoulder rest, put it here somewhere, the bigger part on the chin rest side, then take the other part, put it somewhere, and then press down. Press both sides down till it gets very stable. That is how you put a shoulder rest on a violin. But there are many things you should set up on a shoulder rest so you get the most comfort out of it. The first thing you should set up is the height of the feet. If your shoulder rest is too high, you're going to stress your neck that way, and this place is just going to be tensed. In the opposite side, if the shoulder rest is too low, you're going to lift up your shoulder to fill that missing space. So you should really find the ideal height which you can set up by yourself. Keep in mind that what you are wearing right now plays also a role in the game. Because if you are wearing a very tiny t-shirt like this one, you have almost nothing between the violin and your body. But if you are wearing a thicker t-shirt or pullover or whatever, then you have more space between your body and the shoulder rest. So keep that in mind when you set up the height of the shoulder rest. Some players even change the height of their shoulder rests when they play concerts or whatever, because they adjust it to what they are wearing in the different situations. Especially men, because we are wearing jackets and tailcoats and they have very big space between the body and the instrument. So you will have to adjust the height of your shoulder rest every time you play, depending on what you are wearing in that moment. I have set up the feet very high. Let's give it a try and let's see how it feels. Well, I have the feeling I have to move my head that way and the shoulder down. So I think it's just too high. I'm gonna make it lower. Now it is set up as low as possible. Let's give it a try again and let's see how it feels. Well, in this case, I have the opposite phenomenon. If it is that low, I am going to lift my shoulder up, and that's not good. I think I need to set up the shoulder rest a little bit higher than how it is now, but without going to the extreme. Now it feels very comfortable. I have the feeling that my shoulders stay in their natural positions. I am not lifting the shoulder and I'm not stretching my neck that way, and I think this way is gonna work for me. You can choose to make one of those two feet higher or lower than the other one. This can influence the angle of the instrument with your body, this angle. Which means if this foot is very high and this foot is very low, the violin is gonna be like this. If you have the opposite situation, the violin is going to be very much like this. So let me try it out. I'm gonna make this foot very low and this foot very high. I have the feeling that with this setup the violin is very flat in that way, which could be a very nice thing or not. It depends on what you're looking for, of course. Now I'm gonna try the opposite situation. Very low, very high. With this setup, the violin very much turns that way. which could be a nice thing because you can reach the G string more easily, but you will have some troubles with the E string because it's much lower that way. So you should really try to find a compromise between those two situations and really find what is best for you. You can change this angle, and that influences the position with the instrument, with your body. This position, this or this, depending on where you put your shoulder rest. If you put the shoulder rest this way, with the bigger part very much that way and the smaller part very much that way, the violin is gonna come very frontal. If you do this way, the opposite way, your violin is gonna go externally, that way. So again, that really depends on what you want, what you're looking for, and what are your needs. What I can tell you is that if the violin is too much that direction, you will have troubles making straight bowings. In the opposite side, if the violin is too frontal, you will have troubles when you go with the bow on the frog. Again, you should find a compromise between these two solutions and really listen to your body and keep in mind what I'm telling you about those things and find the solution which is right for you. You can decide to have the shoulder rest very near to your neck or very far away. You can adjust this by changing the distance between the 2 feet. If the distance is small, then you will have the effect that the shoulder rest stays very much near your neck. If the distance is very high, it will be possible to put it down. What this means is that when the shoulder rest is very much near your neck, it is like in this position. If the shoulder rest is far away from your neck, then it will just go on your shoulder. In this situation, I would suggest you again to find a middle point, a compromise, because if the shoulder rest is very near to your neck, then you will have to carry the violin very much with your left hand. In the opposite side, if the shoulder rest is far away from your neck, you're going to block a little bit the movements of your shoulder. You should be somewhere there in the middle. I'm gonna make this distance very high. And I'm gonna show you what it makes on the violin. That way you can put the shoulder rest very far away from your neck. And that is nearly coming into this place, which is very far away. Too far away for me. Now I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna make this distance very small. I can't go further than this, and what this means is that the shoulder rest is going to be there. The very last thing you should set up is this angle. I like to have the shoulder rest all the way down this way, because that follows the natural form of the shoulder. The best advice I can give you is try things out, try different setups, high, low, left, right, wherever you can, whatever you can, to find your ideal solution for the shoulder rest. If you have any questions, if there is anything you think I'm missing in this video, or if you have any special requests on which video you would like me to do next, simply let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell notification icon. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Visit my website so you won't miss anything. I really hope you liked this video, and if you did, then give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.